Hey guys, and welcome to the Mysteries of Selindor episode 166. I am your GM Gagnor, and we are getting right back into the action today. The team has made their way through a few layers of a personalized ziggurat, which is connected to slivers of the abyss. After surmounting the 73rd layer, in which they came across a particular well that had a former queen of the succubi, Shame Amora, inside, they made their way one level up to find a sea of blood, across which they have spotted a sort of shimmering, glowing island that catches the light, symbolizing they hope to be the destination they seek to find a particular weapon known as the Soul Ripper, that the Raven Queen has sent Destrin out to become her champion as a form of test. As they started boating across on their unfoldable boat, they saw ahead that there was a bit of trouble and decided, we're super strong, we can take care of whatever it is, and decided to sail straight through the churning waters. In that instant, found themselves coming face to face with a bloody, misshapen, strange kraken. And that's where we're pulling ourselves back into the action with Bropsy's turn to start. Now, Bropsy may not be here, so...
Dealin'.
Loading the sheet. Here we go.
Yeah, I think the last thing that happened was Destrin did the world's biggest crit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she did.
I had a plan of what I was going to do with Bropsy this round.
Do you remember it?
Keyword had.
I do. Oh, she has just enough movement to get to me, too. Flying right up to me, and she's going to cast Freedom of Movement on me.
Freedom of movement on you. All right. Seems fair.
Since I'm currently grappled and restrained. Well, not now, but...
As you slip out of the grip of this tentacle, which was almost, you could see, tensing to throw you, Bropsy slides by, flies over, and touches you, and in that moment you just slip out of its grasp. You can see it tightens around where you were. It was just about to crush and throw you. So, with that, Bropsy would continue moving, I assume, if she can.
No, that was all her movement to get there.
Oh.
Bonus action, let's see. Oh, what is this? Oh, no, you have to attack them. I guess just do a shillelagh, just to have it ready.
All right, fair enough. With that, you're going to move on to Mitnir's turn. Well, actually, before that, I don't believe the Kraken has performed any legendary actions since the last round, so he's going to go ahead and do his lightning. So he's going to pick 3 of you. Let me find my guy. Okay. I'm going to need, since you just slipped out of his grasp, Orin.
Yep.
Bropsy, who just pulled them out of their grasp. And it's smart enough to notice that not a whole lot happened to Mitnir. So it's going to throw the last one at Seti, who's not in his grasp. So I need you guys to make me dexterity saving throws.
So it's me and Bropsy?
Yes.
Ooh.
You, Bropsy, Seti.
28.
That's a success. You're going to take half damage.
Bropsy got a 20.
That's a failure. That succeeds. So you're taking half damage. So that's 23 lightning damage, reduced to 11. For those of you that are taking half. And then 17 necrotic damage. Reduced to 8 for those of you taking half.
I am immune to necrotic.
Alrighty.
Oh, yeah, I do have evasion, so I take nothing. How much damage was that for Bropsy?
23 points of lightning and 17 points of necrotic. So total of 40 points of damage.
3 points.
Unless she's resistant to either of those.
I do not see any resistance on those.
Alright. So that's going to put us at near your turn properly.
Okay. So I rolled a 6 to get my breath attack back. Not that it matters here, but
But you have it.
yeah, but I have it. I guess I'll just pop out my wings and move myself right up here within range of it.
Yep.
I'm already raging. I guess I will do.
You're going to do reckless.
Yeah, I'm
great
thinking I'm gonna
weapon?
do the great weapon, reckless.
Alright. Go ahead and throw it out.
Just trying to double check what the minus is.
-5 to hit.
-5. Thank you. I was just like, I can't find it on the list. Alright, so advantage. Boop. It's 30 -5 is 25.
That just hits.
Alright. So then we do that damage. So that is 19 slashing.
And you can't resist any of the damage, right?
Correct. 3d8. And 16 radiant. And then plus,
Okay.
I'm sorry, +3 for rage. I wish it auto did that. Or +4 for rage. So it was 20 slashing. Or, fuck, I can't math. 23 slashing. I'll get the number right eventually.
Okay.
I apologize. I know that makes it hard on you.
Yeah, no, how much was the extra damage from the radiant?
16.
Thank you. Okay,
Alright,
that's your
and
first
then
attack.
Yep, and then we'll just do it again. Oof. It's 22 to hit.
Does not hit.
Yeah.
The first swing you pull through, the bit of light just reeks through, and you can see the inside so begin spilling out this sort of dark ichor. And then you see like the burning light, and as it does it, just the tentacle just flips and starts spasming, and you just can't get a good strike on it. Seems to not have liked your attack.
I think that's all we're gonna do because he resists the lightning, so I'm not gonna bother trying to zap it, and I don't think I have any other bonuses right now to do anything. So, I'm good.
Alrighty. That's going to put us at Seti's turn.
Of course, when I take a big drink right at that exact moment. Okay,
That's how
so
it works.
Seti is up in the air a certain number, 40 feet. He has her guys up. I think... I mean, obviously we're going to Eldritch Blast. I just want to make sure we don't want to do a bonus action first. I think I might want to Hex it. We're gonna do a Hexblade's Curse. 20, yeah, it's within 30 feet of me. So I get +6 to damage rolls, and I crit on 19 or 20. So
Yep.
we're gonna go to attacks, and we're gonna Eldritch Blast. 28.
28 hits.
Okay, 29 hits.
29
20,
hits.
25.
Just hits.
Okay. So we've got 4 hits. So that +6 to damage rolls is on all 4 of my beams.
Yep.
That's
Mhm.
bonkers. Okay,
That's why we hex.
19 plus 20, so 39 plus, oh my god,
24.
20 plus 21.
4. Oh, +6. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. I was thinking +9 for some reason.
So 39 plus 21 would be 60.
Yeah.
Okay.
74 total.
Yeah.
Force damage.
Okay. That's 74 force damage. Are you putting any other stink on that?
Might as well use
You're
an
gonna save
aspect.
it.
I'm gonna use an aspect of Twilight. But we're doing Radiant,
Yep.
and that's gonna be 13 Radiant.
Okay.
How tall is this thing? Like, how far out of the water is it?
Like at its tentacles are about like 60 to 80 feet out of the water.
Ooh-wee.
Its body is only about 40 feet out of the water. There's
Alright, so
significantly more
The
of
tentacles are
of the
still
creature
towering
underneath.
over me.
The tentacles have a reach of about, I don't know, 120 feet.
This is a big boy. I'm gonna use my 40
Water.
feet of movement to go. Man, do I want to just go 40 feet straight up? I'm gonna go 20 feet back and 20 feet up.
20 feet back, 20 feet up. How high does that put you, and how far are you?
I'm 60 feet up off the water.
All right. Yeah, so it's not going to worry too much about you anyways. That was basically a tickle compared to what Destrin did. So
Destrin
at the
just
end
did.
of your turn, legendary action is going to make an attack roll against Destrin. That is only a 23. Hold up, Destrin. Hold up. Destrin has... an armor class of 26 because of all her hands right now. So the hands just like sort of fly out and just like push the tentacle away a little bit and help guide her out of the way. She is fine. Holy shit. So that's going to put us at the Kraken's actual turn. All right. So it's going to try to grab somebody. It's going to make an attack roll against Mitnir first. Because the other guy over there is slippery. That is a 31 to hit. So that's...
Yeah. That definitely hits.
I didn't roll a 6 that time, so... Um, 4, 6. 23 points of bludgeoning damage. Reduced to 11. And 12 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Hmm. Does he try to eat you because people keep slipping away? Yeah, he's gonna eat you.
Try to eat me.
Gonna try to eat you. Well, I rolled a 2, so that's 19 to hit you.
Whoa, that misses.
Ooh.
So he wasn't able to pull that off. And then he's gonna go ahead and instead do another tentacle attack against the bird. It's 27 to hit Propsy.
She will use a breath point.
She uses a breath point. Well, this poor guy.
Guys, it's trying to eat me.
It is having a rough time with you guys. It's like, as you guys like continue swinging and flopping and swinging and flopping on this thing, it's sensing it's not winning this fight. So as it has nothing in its mitts except Mitnir, it is going to retreat underwater. With Mitnir in tow. So I'm going to move its full speed. And disappear. Mitnir. Yeah, Mitnir, you
You can just
you
move
go
me off.
you get
Yeah.
yeah, you get pulled
Off to the
under.
side. Yeah. Just,
you-
I'm over there by the boat, but we can just pretend I'm not
Yeah,
there.
yeah. So you guys do get an attack of opportunity if you were in melee, which is Destrin and I believe just Orin.
And Bropsy.
Pop.
She can show
Sure.
up like it was ready.
All right.
Where is... There it is. Oh, she hits.
Destrin did a
Bropsy does a 12. What is that damage type? Oh, bludgeoning.
oh, it's plus 16. Yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah, 31 to hit for Orin.
I don't think she took Warcaster though. I gotta go check real quick. No, she did not take Warcaster. So she can't do that. How much damage did you do, Orin? Or would you roll to hit?
31 to hit.
Yeah, okay. Damage?
41 radiant damage.
Oh, I should have tried to knock it prone. Forgot about that.
And Bropsy cut 28 to hit and did 12 damage.
Okay. Destrin did. Oh, that's a 1d4, my bad. Just keep that as one of the rolls for the 10, 14.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to try Stunning Strike.
18, 20, 30, 34.
It's probably going to save, but we'll try it.
31 points from Destrin.
So can you have it roll a con save?
A con save, eh?
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna beat it, but gotta try.
That is a... There it is, plus 14. 27.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, Mitnir gets dragged under the blood.
He's trying to.
Impossible to see anything but the churning, and as the last tentacle disappears underneath, so you sever like one of those parts of the tentacles and you burn it with your light. It's definitely wounded, but it disappears beneath the waves. That's going to put us at Destrin's turn. Destrin says,
What do we do? It's gone. And I'm not one for getting in a big old pool of blood, though I might look the type.
Get the fuck out then!
Got Midnear, I'll be going after it.
I don't know if there's anything she can do that's gonna... She doesn't have... any additional sense types or anything. She can't see this sucker.
Is she flying right now?
She is flying, yeah.
Okay. Just go get the boat ready.
She's like,
Yeah, I'll try to get the boat back in the water, make sure it's not too damaged. Best of luck. I'm sorry, I can't help more.
so she's just gonna... Whoops. I'm on the GM layer. What is her fly speed? Oh, it's doubled, so it's like 60 feet. So yeah, she can fly over here. I still don't know how you guys do that token effect.
The aura?
Yeah.
I can do it, but I can't see like when anyone else has done it.
I feel like only the player and the DM see it, possibly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see it. I just can't. I can't
Uh,
make them.
so gear wheel, and then
Yeah.
scroll all the way down.
Oh, there it is. I just couldn't see it because it wasn't visible. Okay. There we go. So that's going to be Destrin's turn. She's just going to land on the boat and start finagling with that back into the water, make sure everything's cool. It is going to put ink out in the water. Not that it matters, but the blood becomes even darker, and you can see that it's kind of bubbling slightly. With that, I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Mitnir.
29.
29 is a success, so you'll take half as much damage. So that's 19 points of poison damage, reduced to 9. And what is this? 16 points of acid damage, reduced to 8.
Right.
Okay, that's it.
Well, what'd we lose?
We lost Kita.
Womp. We broke.
So we're missing 2 players, which is what I usually do when I call a session.
Well, we'll see what
I was
happens.
gonna say, is it combat? If you'd like us to just try and do more of
No,
the
we'll
combat.
definitely finish the combat. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I was gonna say
Um,
that's the good part. We're not doing a lot of running
Yeah,
around.
Can
no
we-
important decision making.
Yeah, for the overlay purposes, can we see what happens if Beelan stops sharing?
Oh, yeah.
It's wonky in a way that might be better. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Gagnor would have to change his name back.
Yeah, I think go ahead and share again in case she rejoins.
Okay.
So, back to Gagnor.
Y'all keep playing. I'm just gonna it's gonna look wonky for a bit, and I'm gonna fix it as we go.
Oh boy. What
Oh
a
no, you
time.
weren't supposed to change your name back. You were supposed to stay.
Son of a bitch.
In case she rejoins.
All right, we're good.
Okay.
Whose
Carry
turn
on.
is it?
Me?
Destro just went, so it's Bropsy's turn.
What you got, Bropsy?
Don't forget, Minir can just break himself out in theory on his turn. She's back. She's back, big.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
I think Bropsy's just gonna sort of go near the beach here.
Okay.
And I don't know if she's used Epai's thing yet today. I'm gonna have Epai do a heal on Bropsy.
Okay, yeah, Evi hasn't used heal today.
So the base level is 6, I think. So 70. As for Dropsy's action, don't think she's gonna do anything at the moment.
All right. In that case, Mitnir, it is your go.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and break free from its grip. So is that athletics?
Yeah, that's athletics.
Did I miss my turn or something?
Did we skip your turn after SETI?
I never.
No, you did damage.
I did an opportunity attack.
No, you did. You did a whole round of damage. You did like.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Because we've only done one round of combat.
I haven't hit it yet. My first round was buffing. The only attack I've done was an opportunity attack.
Whoops. Go ahead and take a full round of attacks then.
I'll hold my thought.
Because Midnir's already going again. I haven't gone yet. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, so I guess it definitely would have still been here on my turn.
Yep.
So let's do some attacks. So first attack is 33 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, I guess at the start of my turn, it would also take 10 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then that first attack damage will be 52 radiant damage.
Oh my god.
I rolled high on the damage on that one.
Yep.
25 to hit on the second.
Just hits.
That will be 27 radiant damage. And then flurry of blows.
Okay.
Oh, that's a miss. A 30 to hit for the second one.
Yeah, 30 definitely hits.
27 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then hasted attack. Misses.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, Mitnir, you
Continue.
attempt to break
So
out of your gravel.
27 athletics check to break free.
You break free.
I have no idea how deep it took me, so start swimming up.
All right, you start swimming up. What's your swim speed? Are you in?
I think it's the same as my walk speed, so 40.
Oh yeah, so then you should be able. You just normal swim speed. You don't make it to the surface.
Got it. Oh.
If you want to dash, well, you can't because you use your action to escape. But
Yeah. Oh.
you can hold your breath for a long time.
I mean, technically, it's still
Yeah.
mostly water. Even if it's blood, it's still mostly water.
Yes. That said, swimming 40 feet, you are still in the cloud. So you end your turn there. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oof. It's a 16?
That's a failure.
You can use a thing for that, though.
19
My
poison
luck or
damage.
whatever. We'll just take it for now. It's fine.
No, I think it's Indomitable. Let's see, reroll a saving throw. You have a couple of uses per turn for long rest.
Hold on. Let me double check. If my strength check is less, not con.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
only strength check?
It's only strength. Yeah.
So 19 poison.
Yeah.
And 20 acid.
Right.
And you guys watch as the blood rise and bubbles and then slowly starts to become calm. Seti, it's your turn. You don't see Mitnir, but he just went under. You see that there's some sort of dark bubbling
Yep.
where the Kraken went down.
I'm going to use my action to bring up Crown of Stars.
Okay.
So that winks into existence around my head. And then for bonus action, I'm going to inspire. Wait, they have to be within 60 feet. Who can I get to? Who's that? Everybody's so tiny. Can I get to anybody? Destron's on the boat. Bropsy's on the shore.
Yes.
Mitnir's underwater. Where's Orin? Is that Orin with the
Orin's flying
icons?
in the air.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the icons as Orin.
How high up are you, Orin?
I was only like 30 feet. Well, whatever the grass had me at, because it pulled me in or whatever.
So he's about 80 feet up. Because it was just about to, like, top of its reach, throw him.
I can get to here with
On
my
80? Let
movement.
me just write that down.
I think the only person I can inspire, maybe. I'm lagging a bit. I'm trying to pull up the ruler.
Dropsy, probably.
Ropsy or Destrin, yeah. So I guess I will give my inspiration to Bropsy. That'll be my turn.
All right. So you inspire Bropsy. Orin.
Can I see through the water at all with the glasses?
Yeah, you can see through the blood. It's you see Mitnir has gotten out and is swimming up.
Okay. Can I? I'm gonna go down and get him. Help him get out faster.
Okay, yeah, he's about 60 feet down right now.
Because I have my current walking or flying speed is 140 feet. And I
Yeah.
can dash twice, so.
So you burst into the water, and what's your swim speed?
Same.
Oh shit. So you zip through, and you could easily get to him. Grab him. You're going to move half speed back, unless you have freedom of movement.
Oh,
Do
I
you have freedom of movement?
Yeah.
Then you just pull him right back out. So there's this moment where he comes down, grabs you, gets you by the hand, and then zips back up. I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw, though.
Me? Yeah. For entering the stuff? Or...
No, him.
Okay. It's a 20.
It's fine. You're not going to have the bends from quickly rising out of the water.
Oh. I didn't think he was that deep, but...
Well, he was 100 feet deep, swam up 40 very quickly, and then you came and grabbed him and dragged him an additional 60 feet out of the water in about 3 seconds.
The thing where I hold him by the back of the neck.
Yeah. So you guys watch as Mitnir, and you can put yourself back on the board next to...
And I'll bring us over to the
Orin.
beach.
And he'll bring you guys over to the beach. The Kraken is gone. So you all find yourselves... Destrin's like, just now saying like,
The boat doesn't look too bad. God, I've got to get back and help.
then you guys are like already standing by the boat after that. It's like,
She's like, that was over quick. Did you get him?
Yeah, it ran away.
Yeah, it kept going.
A shame. We could have made use of whatever that toxic blood shit was in that Kraken. Could have been useful for a bladed vial. Yeah?
Mitnir's like flicking it off. It hits bones and just like sizzles.
yep.
Well, that sucked. I think if we have another one of those, we go around it. Maybe. Just possibly.
The good news is we can always come back, right? We know where this floor is.
You know, I was thinking, why don't we just put the boat away and just fly to the island?
As long as we get there before my flying runs out.
Well,
yeah, my flying...
Three of us have
My
permanent
flying does not have the capacity to carry me.
And you guys watch as your wings already start to tuck themselves back in.
I can carry Seti, Mitnir can carry Destrin.
Let me go check and see how long hers last.
We can just
Okay.
polymorph Destrin into a bird.
We don't need to, though. We got Bropsy can fly, I can fly, you can fly. We can
If I
carry the other
wild
two.
shape, I can carry 2 people.
Oh, there she is.
Is she back?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Sorry.
So her wings tuck back in, and what do you have, 10 minutes, Seti?
Yep.
See, she got about 9 minutes left.
All right, I'm gonna put the
Suggestions
boat away.
like,
Yeah, if you want to put the boat away and carry me, that's fine.
We'll just skip this whole
Let's do it.
blood water garbage.
Yep.
Yep,
Watch out
so
for the blood rain clouds.
boat is put away.
All right, well, let me remove the boat from the next screen. What are you transforming into, Bropsy?
That's a good question. When I did this before, it was like a giant owl or something.
Cool, so we're just going to make it a giant Bropsy.
Sure.
Which is easily enough done. We just find Bropsy on the map, grab her,
Big.
and make her huge.
I would like to choose to be huge sometimes. That sounds fun.
That
So
does
you
sound
got
fun.
yourself a Destrin and a Seti,
Nice.
one in each hand, and you guys take off. So soaring above this bloody ocean, as high as you might like to be, you look about the entire expanse and you realize it's not as huge as you thought it was. Maybe a few miles, maybe, in any given direction, but rowing would have been awful to try to find anything. And you again see this sort of glinting on this island in the distance, a sort of golden shine catching the light of the sort of not very bright sun, but sort of sends out this sort of rust color throughout the entire expanse. And even in the light of what would be day from this light source up above, the sky itself only appears to be this sort of dark red hue right around the sun itself. Everything else like fades off into black almost. And you can see a bit of starlight along the horizon. So you guys continue flying on. How fast can you fly in a mile, do you think? Probably enough for that you could do it in one whatever the heck it's called. One shapeshift, one.
I can hold it for 8 hours.
Oh yeah,
6
you're
scales with your
good.
level.
Well, there you go. So you guys can fly there. Just make me, if you want to like do it to like avoid anything that looks suspicious, you still can. You just have to
Can I
make me
do
a stealth check.
Quick thing.
Sure.
Before we started to leave and we are all grouping up, I'm just going to use my Lord of Light stuff while I have it to heal people. So if anyone needs heals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I took an acid bath.
So I can do 7 of these. So I'm just going to throw 7 heals out.
Seems good. I don't know if Destra needed heals because she hasn't taken damage since I've had her, and Simienne has the damage she has taken. So
Wait,
I'll say
so
throw her 1 heal and she'll be full.
Okay, so we'll give her the 18, I guess.
Sure.
I'm going to take this 19 heal. So there is a 15 and 2 15s, an 18, a 21, and a 23. So take what you need, guys.
I'll take the 23.
Okay.
I only need 9 points, so if there's the
So
lowest
take
one.
a 15. So
I'll
then
take the
Mitnir gets 21 plus 15 for 36 plus 18 for
Oh, it's okay.
52?
Well, hold on. So I took the 21. What was the next one?
15.
So 15 plus, because these are each individual heals, so I get more.
Oh, you get
out of it.
bonus heals, eh?
Yeah. And what was the last one?
18.
18. Just making sure I do it right. Yeah, that did a pretty good job. Not full, but
Yeah, it's something.
feeling way better.
Didn't want the to be wasted. So now we carry on.
Cool. All right. So, if you guys want to make a stealth check to just avoid detection as you fly to your destination, and you can go ahead and add +10 because she will pull that up.
Pedestrian has the thing.
20 for a 33.
Not 20 for a 33.
Who knew it? Here's a stealth bomber.
Yeah.
Glad there's a +10 on this, so 22.
Cool. Well, Death rolled a 56, so she blinks out of existence.
Jesus Christ.
Who? Did they ever exist?
She
How does
turned
that
into
even
one of
happen?
Browski's feathers.
She has a +30 to stealth.
Okay, but how? How do you get
She's-
that?
She's got very
Fractures.
high dexterity, fractures, and expertise. And +10 to stealth.
How I got a 19 in performance.
Yeah.
Expertise, baby.
All right. So you guys sail across the darkness in the sky with this sort of dark cloud hovering around you. You all fly within it and can see perfectly fine through and out of it. You see some creatures, sort of poking around the surface. That was not the only necrotized kraken in this place. You can see water churning between you and your destination, and flying definitely seems like a good idea. And then, as you continue your approach, you find yourself coming across this island, and it appears from a distance uninhabited. But I'm going to go ahead and put us on that map. You see an island split in two with what appears to be a large skull floating above a goblet that is spilling blood out into the water. There is treasure strewn about the place, visible to the naked eye. Intermingled with the bones, sitting in massive bowls, treasure chests made out of the bones themselves. You also see an empty, massive throne of bones. You can organize yourselves however you would like. But Bropsy and Destron obviously need to be with Bropsy.
How long did it take us to get here?
Maybe about an hour.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't take nearly that long. No, I'm an idiot. Took you guys maybe 20 minutes. Would have taken you about an hour to go by boat with the rowing, but since you're flying at your 60 whatever to 120 feet per hour or whatever nonsense you guys are able to fly at, it doesn't take nearly that long.
I have an Eldritch Blast ready in case anything comes out of the water or pokes its head up on land as we approach.
Okay, you're just gonna go straight in and land? Mitnir, is that what's up?
I'm just kind of drifting over the edge currently.
Yeah, we should do a flyover and case the landscape before we touch down anywhere.
Yeah, this whole thing is just made of bones.
But we're not going to find a sword from up here.
No, you're not. Looking about the space, everything I've described is what you see.
Can I mean, Jesus Christ. Destrin, any idea where to begin looking?
Well, obviously this place has some form of protection. It wouldn't just be sitting here in the open, a bunch of treasure. Even with all the krakens between the entrance and here, you have to assume this place isn't just unguarded. At the last,
Maybe it's our lucky day and it's all just unguarded.
that would be great, but I don't think that's the case.
That's definitely not
Honestly,
the
I'm a bit
safest
nervous about
assumption.
this island, and I think we should sort of gingerly figure things out. I can spot a few chests from here. It could be kept in a chest. I don't see it out in the open.
I have some ball bearings. Maybe I throw some down to sort of see if anything reacts to plinky plonkies on the ground or in the
Okay.
water.
You can do that. You can certainly try.
Yeah, we'll do a little as we're doing our flyover. I'll drop a couple of ball bearings onto the
Or I'll
ground
drag you
into the
guys. I'll drag you guys like over the island a bit. Still
yeah,
say
like
you're like well above it.
yeah, just kind of do like a crisscross, like a little loopy crisscross pattern, and I especially want to drop something into that sort of channel in the middle near the gold thing in the middle.
Okay. So
And
you
we're just
drop
looking for
some.
any reactions, any movement, any.
You drop some onto the bones. It's like kind of where you are. You drop some onto the bones and then some into the water, or
Yeah.
the blood. All right. So you drop some onto the bones. Just clack, 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 clack. Just so you can hear them rattling and sort of falling deeper into the terrain. Doesn't seem to have too much of an effect.
So I'm gonna fly around and look at and into the chests that are about, because I can see
Okay.
through them.
So you look up and above, and you begin like looking through the chests.
Yeah.
In one of the chests, you see what appears to be like a rod of some kind. In another of the chests, you see what appears to be a sort of like, it's hard to make out. It's a weapon of some kind, but you haven't seen anybody wielding a weapon like this. It looks like maybe 3 daggers sort of tied together, and like attached to the bones of like the metacarpal bones of a hand. And that's in the 2 chests you can readily see. The bone chest and the sort of wooden one down below the bottom section.
Yeah, so we got like wooden one around here, right?
Yeah.
And then is this the bone one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the one that has the 3 blades is in the bone chest.
I guess I'll fly up this way just to I've moved somewhere. And then I guess as I'm flying around, I'll just scan the islands and see if I spot anything that could look like a sword.
Looking around, you see some elongated bits. It could be relatively sword-like. Nothing that seems particularly interesting to look at. There's certainly like a few swords that are lying about just in the general pile. But I mean, you've crafted enough swords to know that they don't seem to hold any real power.
Could just be like decorative. Worth money, basically.
I mean, they
But
could
not
be like a
combat ready.
+1 sword or something, +2 sword maybe, but nothing with a level of
Nothing-
strength that could,
Nothing like a god would want.
yeah, just maybe some. This island maybe had some passerbys at some point, and whatever defenses this island might have could have left their weapons and had them added to the pile.
What's the circular object by the throne there?
That's just a big bowl of cash.
Oh, okay. The cash bowl. That's the petty cash bowl.
It just seems like a large, like bone-hewn goblet, ornately carved, filled to the brim with coins.
I see everyone did the leave a penny.
Yeah, there's no take a penny. It's just leave a penny.
I don't know.
Can I inspect the skull goblet thing a bit closer?
Sure, how close you want to get?
Like within 5-10 feet of it? Maybe circle it and look at it at all angles?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you get up close to it. It is an ornate, large, hovering golden skull. The blood is pouring out of the cup into the ocean and doesn't seem to be sourced from anywhere. It just seems like an infinitely overflowing goblet of blood. The skull hovers there. Make me an insight check.
$21?
Well, 21, looking at this skull, it's still. It's very still. But the more you look at its eyes, the more you get the feeling it is staring right back at you.
Does it have any kind of religious symbology or anything like that?
Make me a religion check.
I'm not gonna do it, but the intrusive thoughts say that one of the birds should fly over and poop on his face.
I got 30 for a religion check.
30?
Yep.
Looking at the skull, you don't see anything that suggests any religion that you're aware of. There are markings, but they appear to be denotations of specific abyssal runes, like old abyssal runes, and they seem to like. Do you speak any abyssal or comprehend any abyssal?
I do.
Any...
I do speak abyssal. Yeah.
Okay. Then you know that these runes sort of suggest a name, a few names, and sort of like telling a bit of a story. And they are binding runes in general. But the name is in a deep tongue of something. It's hard. You can't even pronounce it, even able to understand the language. But it seems something very alien, very strange, even for something written in abyssal.
To my understanding, this has something bound here. Possibly.
Yeah.
So I'll just mention that to the group. I'm like, so I think this skull thing has something bound here, which could be the protector of this area. Not quite sure what is bound here.
Definitely feel like I've had my fill of releasing ancient evils for the day. I don't know though, we might have to...
Maybe it's not evil? Shrug?
We might have to fuck around to find out.
Did I touch it?
Everything in me says no.
Before we go before we go fucking with shit, who is not full on health?
I am not.
Okay. About how much do you need?
71.
Okay.
Which really comes out to 62.
Okay. My spells. See that.
But I don't. Any little heal is plenty. I don't need to be topped off.
If we're gonna get in a big fight, we should be topped off.
I can use my healing hands and give you 19 plus whatever your bonus is.
8.
Does it give you an extra half or something?
It's half my level, so 19 is 9 hit points.
Okay, so 19.
Basically like
plus
an
9.
additional small potion essentially every time.
Well, there you go. You get that at least. That's like 28.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is my go?
That doesn't use a spell slot or anything, so.
So I'm 43 away. That's
Level.
3. So I'm only 10 out. So that's pretty close.
All right, fine.
We're good.
No, fuck that. I'm gonna use a bitch baby level.
For what?
Huh?
For what?
Let's do a second level to get him topped off.
He's only missing 10 health.
But that's why bitch baby level.
He has 300 and something hit points. I think it's good.
Yeah.
But what if that's the difference between life and death? And I
Just-
never use my first level spells anyway, so here you go. You get an extra 12. Now you're topped off.
I was gonna say, is anyone else hurt at all?
When
I'm
do I
missing
ever use
7.
first level spells outside
Missing
of this kind of
7?
context? Never.
So let's see if I do.
Maybe you
Alright.
should get absorb elements. Can you get
You
that?
take your
I don't
7,
even know.
so you'll be topped off. I'll share that
Okay.
to you, and then I'll
Oh.
be topped off also.
Cool, see? Everybody's good.
I don't like that beam coming off the skull right now.
What's happening? Hey guys, what's
Just
up with that
measuring
beam?
stuff.
There was a reason for my doing that.
I'm just measuring.
So has Bropsy let those two down and transform back yet?
It's up to you
Okay.
guys.
You can
I don't think
cast
I'm gonna.
spells in wild shape, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yep,
I can. Oh my god, I
you sure
forgot.
can.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you
don't
for
want to
reminding-
sit down if we don't have to.
So you guys, as far as I'm aware, whereas Orin did hover around it, he has not touched anything or done anything. Nobody has touched
Oh,
ground.
weird.
Yeah, no, I'm like 20, 30.
Everybody's-
I'm getting like
everybody's
major
just
Aladdin
kinda
vibes
flying
from
nearby.
this. If anybody touches the treasure, it's all going to melt and turn into a lava flow, and we're going to have to fly the fuck out of here with lava chasing us on our magic carpets.
I mean, we
Does
are
that
all
make me a
flying.
magic carpet?
so-
I remember reading that book.
You're the magic carpet, Bropsy.
Start singing. I can show you the world.
So you're saying I can't just pick up the shinies?
No,
Not yet.
we're here for the sword, and the sword is the only thing we're going to be leaving with. Hopefully.
I mean, if we kill the thing protecting it, we'll take all this. What are
I
you talking
mean,
about?
sure, but
You're like gets ready to like. Eh?
We are so
it's the
broke
bag of
right now.
holding open as wide as it'll go, just ready to start funneling.
What if it's a gust of wind?
We
Are you
need to
just
find the
staring,
sword.
like right into the eyes of this thing, Mitnir?
No, I'm like like wherever the top of its head is, I'm kind of like angled up above it, just kind of like just drifting, just back and forth, kind of.
Ready to bonk it.
Basically,
an
because
annoying
Orin
mosquito.
went and got really close. I wasn't gonna let him get close without
Yeah,
being able to like dive bomb.
I didn't realize he was coming from the side, so I guess the eyes were never really looking at you or anything. Because he came out from the side. If you came at it straight from the front, then the eyes would feel like they were staring at you. But you kind of just get this feeling like they're looking, not like they're just carved. They look too lifelike.
Yeah, I did say I circled it, so I would have saw the eyes.
Oh
moving
yeah,
the
yeah,
other
yeah, yeah,
way.
yeah. Yeah, they didn't seem to like move necessarily, but like it was like this weird sort of sensation, like they were still kind of
It's
watching
those
you.
paintings that watch you wherever you go in the room.
Yeah, like is it an illusion? Is it happening? You couldn't quite tell. You're getting the same feeling as you're dancing around in front of it.
Can Owl Brapsy communicate with the rings, or am I just whoo?
I want to. Let me see if I
think it's
still have
telepathic,
it.
so
Huh?
Detect magic.
The whole island lights up.
Ooh, I could also detect thoughts.
I'd say you can telepathically speak to us through the rings because you keep your mental capacity even in wild shape.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's my thought.
Maybe if it's a guardian, we should try speaking to it. What if it can be reasoned with?
meanwhile the skull.
Yes,
Before
percussive
we-
reasoning.
Before we announce ourselves, I want to detect magic and keep doing a fly around because it's within 30 feet.
Okay, you're doing detect magic. You're getting kind of blips all over the place.
Uh-huh.
Just like random blips and piles of gold all over the place. The chests are lit with magic. The chair is giving off a lot of magic.
Magic chair.
Should I
he
go
wants-
sit in the chair?
So we know Orin already checked the chest. I also have true sight, by the way.
And it is giving off.
Like true sight just sees through illusions, though.
Yeah, just in case that's important.
Yeah, my glasses let me see through physical.
It's giving off a cerulean color. The chair, as well as sort of hints of brown.
Tim doesn't know what that means, but Seti probably would.
Yeah. So conjuration on the chair.
The chair's gonna conjure some shit.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that. The skills involves like transportation, summoning, moving of objects.
Yeah, it just means it's enchanted with some sort of conjuration magic.
Yep. Anything else that like the chests we know kind of got checked out already. Anything else?
There are weapons in the chest, but I don't think it's a sword.
You don't think any of them are the sword.
But we don't know what this sword is supposed to look like.
True.
I mean, the last one talked. We could just pick up every sword until it talks to us.
Okay. I'm going to try one more thing, and I want to try to detect thoughts and see if there's anything sentient giving feedback.
Right, so how does that spell work?
So you sense the presence of thoughts within 30 feet that belong to creatures that know languages or are telepathic. I don't read the thoughts, but I'll know that a thinking creature is present.
Okay. Yeah, that skull's giving off that.
Okay, so the skull is definitely sentient. Anything else?
Within this space, yeah, the chest. The bone chest.
The bone chest. Orin, what was in that chest?
Some sort of like claw-like weapon, I think. That's the one that had the.
It was in fact a claw.
Yeah, claw weapon.
It's just you've never seen anybody use a claw as a weapon.
So that chest has some thoughts inside of it. And so does the skull. So do we want to try grabbing the chest and yeeting ourselves the fuck out of here? Because maybe that claw is actually what we're here for, since the last sword was also sentient. Or do you want me to try talking to the skull?
I mean, we could always try talking first.
And the
Well,
only problem is if we grab it and run and it's not what we need, we have to come back.
yes, but we could figure that out while we're running, maybe. And the thing is, once we start talking to the skull, and if we wake it up and it's mad, then we lose that opportunity to get the fuck out anyway. So,
Would it count as thoughts if the chest was a mimic?
yeah, maybe.
Okay. What if we grab it and it's a mimic and it just eats
Here's
us as we turn
here's
away
what
with
we're
it?
doing. Because I've already got the spell up and I've already detected the thoughts, I've sensed the thoughts. I would now like to try to probe deeper into the chest. And whatever's in there needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fortunately, as you attempt to do that, it seems to rebound off of the chest itself.
Oh.
Hmm.
It's got shielded.
Doesn't harm you.
Just like hear my own thoughts echoing back at me.
I think if it was a mimic, I would have seen that. Maybe.
Maybe.
It would have
Do you
a
think
little
we can get that?
You probably would have seen
structure,
organs
wouldn't it?
inside, yeah.
And just for later date, can we bring that throne to the mansion? I kind of like it.
The bone one?
Yeah.
Let's find
It's
out
pretty
what
big.
its deal is before we take it anywhere, and let's maybe survive first.
I feel
Okay,
like SETI
well-
can just imagine it in there. It doesn't have to
Sure,
be this
I
one.
can definitely build you a perfect replica.
So just get a good look at that one.
Put it right in the middle of the fighting pit. Or
Or in his
overlooking the
bedroom.
fighting pit. Yeah.
In his bedroom overlooking the bed.
Horrifying. Jail for you.
No, it's the toilet now. Just replace the toilet with a big
Oh.
old bone throne.
Minir would love that.
Fun. Alright.
So, are you gonna try to talk, or do we start the bunk?
My vote is
Let's
grab the
just go.
chest and run, but if y'all want me to do some
We
chitty
don't
chat,
even know if that chest can move, let alone be carried out of here.
alright, fine.
I mean,
Okay, so we clearly have a vote for bonk, run, and talk. Orin, you're the deciding vote right now.
Well, I said
Look,
talk.
if I've ever seen a magic/trapped chest in my life, it's that chest over there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Second you go to lift it, it goes boom.
As a professional in stealing things from chests, I can totally crack that sucker. But I can't, recommend grabbing it and running.
Well, okay, it wasn't a literal grab it and run. Obviously, we had to make sure it wasn't trapped first.
I hadn't thought that far.
There's a whole process. Well, that's why you're not in charge of grabbing the chests and running. Unless you are, because sometimes we do need that to happen. Alright. Why don't we do this? Destrin, you get to work on that chest. I'm going to try to distract the skull guy. And, if the distraction seems to be working, you do the chest stuff, okay?
Sure.
Just be ready to go. If shit cuts loose,
Alright.
you go. That's
That does mean I'm touching ground, because I'm not spending my resources to be flying all of a sudden, unless the bird wants to stealthily carry me over there.
you and Bropsy. You stay with Bropsy. I
A
can cast.
stealth giant owl.
I will bring my wings back out.
I mean, I could carry you, Seti. I could come pick you up.
If shit hits the fan, I'm going to want my wings out, because it gives me immunity to necrotic. So I will let Bropsy and Destrin do their thing. I will cast Tasha's on myself. I still have Crown of Stars up because it lasts for an hour.
All right.
And I will fly around towards... I don't want to be, right in direct line of sight of this thing, because it's creepy. But I want to kind of hover up off to the side and be like... Hello, skull person. We come in peace.
Make a persuasion check.
I don't know. The menu's just kind of like slowly drifting like a
27.
circle.
No response.
My name is Seti. I represent the Feywild. Wait, I forget who I'm a champion of now. It's the Feywild, right? We are here on behalf of the Shadowfell, looking for a very specific bladed weapon that might be on your island, and we're very happy to chat about it and come to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Make another persuasion check.
Don't you have a thing that when you meet someone for the first time, they're like charmed by you or something?
I get advantage on. I don't know. Anyway, that's a 26.
26. There's no response.
I know you're in there. I'm not stupid. Most of the time. If I land on your head, are you going to fucking kill everybody?
Make another persuasion check.
32?
You hear in your mind, the birds today are annoying. Strange birds. Why do you twitter so?
Oh, I'm so sorry. We don't mean to annoy you with our twittering.
That moment. The skull lifts up slightly. Whoops, what did I do? I think I moved something I didn't mean to move. It's okay. And the skull then, where are you at?
I'm kind of off.
Move yourself where you are.
Let me find me.
You're under propsies, yeah.
Oops, that's not a movement, that's a line. It's so laggy. I'm kind of over there. Slightly off to the side, slightly above it.
The head rotates.
Oh.
There's still like an echo of one below it, but the head rotates. It looks at you and says, "What do you want, noisy bird?"
We were sent to retrieve a specific bladed weapon that might be here. And
You are not the owner of the isle, and therefore these treasures are not for you. I tolerate the many birds and creatures that fly about. You, on the other hand, seem to be testing me.
I apologize. Is there something we can do to make it better?
You may go.
Is there something we can do for you, retrieve for you, or offer you in exchange for this sword that I believe the owner sent us to retrieve?
If you wish for the treasures of this isle, then you must take them by defeating the owner of the isle.
Are you the owner?
I am the Watcher.
Where's the owner?
If you alert, he will come.
I'm like relaying all of this to everybody in case they're not hearing it.
So, do we want to do something to alert the owner? Sounds like the plan now.
Know that I will defend this island until their arrival, and must continue thereafter.
Is that really the only way? We just want one thing, and we're prepared to exchange for it.
You may certainly deal with the master of the isle when they arrive, but should they not command for me to stand down, I will continue to be aggressive. You are a very annoying bird. I may be aggressive with vigor.
Well, that's unfortunate. I appreciate the chat. I'll get out of your way now. And I'm gonna fly up.
Head rotates and recenters.
Alright, well, we know a little bit about what we're in for now, at least. I think this might be a bit of a waiting game, a survival match. Somebody has to touch down and take something, and then kite that motherfucker until the owner shows up.
I figured I'd just go sit in the chair.
I don't know about that, because the chair could maybe fuck you up somehow. I don't know what the chair does, and it might be bad to sit in it without
Could be where
identifying it first.
the master gets summoned to.
Maybe.
I guess the question is, do we want to try and actually fight this guy, or do we want to try and negotiate when he shows up and hope we're not dead?
Ideally, that second one, maybe.
That's assuming whoever the master of the island is the negotiating type.
We don't know
I
anything
mean, look
about
at the
it.
decor.
There are a lot of bones here. But maybe nobody's never tried before. You know, what if all he wants is a friend and nobody's even bothered offering? They just come in, they're greedy, they want to take everything, and he's like, fuck you, that's my shit.
Yeah. Maybe all these bones were purchased. Maybe none of these were gained the old natural way.
Maybe they're not real bones.
Yeah, maybe he paid a sculptor for the whole place.
If we're gonna have any integrity, we have to at least try.
No, I have to complete this task, that much is certain. It's just, well, that skull that rotated and did some sort of mind talking is kind of freaking me out on my game.
It's definitely not great. I think it's going to rotate towards anybody that is doing something. It's the Watcher. So it's definitely watching, and if you fuck with the island, it's going to rotate towards you and like mind blast you, I think. So whoever's going to touch down and play chicken with it, I will give a inspiration to. Propsy, you still have one.
Do.
Do we want to nominate
Well, if we're
Orin
going
because he's fast, or Mitnir because he's beefy?
I'm willing.
Or do we both touch down, so it has to pick between two targets?
Ooh. Okay, yeah, on opposite sides. Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
I guess try and time it so we land at like the same time.
I mean, you can land where you're at now, and I'll just go over here. By this pile of money. I'll land over here. You can land over there.
All right, then when you land, grab something. Just because I think that might be the trigger.
What do I see in this pile of money over here that looks interesting?
Well, you see the chest, and then you see a large amount of coins, a few gemstones. You can make me an investigation check to see if you see anything special.
Okay.
So when we land, like, is there any initial response? Like, is the skull like, what are you doing? You know.
You land and touch the bones, and you can feel as if something is stirring behind you, but it doesn't seem to be aggressing.
Rolled a 34 investigation.
34 investigation? In that pile, deep below, with your eyesight, you can see something that has a skull on it, is very ornate, and it is trapped below the entire pile, amidst the bones deep below, and it is emanating with dark power. You would not be able to get to it without going through the whole pile and probably excavating some bones.
Well, I don't think I'll be going for that, but it's good to know that that's there. What looks like the most expensive thing? It's
Well,
like
there's a nice
grabbable.
sapphire there that's about the size of a fist.
That big blue dot.
Yep.
All right, I'm just gonna grab that then.
You walk over and grab that, and as you do...
Oh, right before I grab it, I'm gonna pop Lord of Light.
As you do, we'll move
never
to where
mind, I
the
can't.
sapphire is, if you're going to move to where the sapphire is.
That was a one-off thing. Never mind. Yeah, right there.
Hold up.
Ooh. Well.
He watches the skull rotates. Whoops.
As I pick it up, I'll be like, summon your master?
And as it does, you watch as the eyes go red.
Can I, as they both touch down, can I throw up a wall of force in a dome over the skull? Because unless it's a disintegration beam, it shouldn't go through. But if it is, it'll just dissipate the wall instead of hitting my friends. And then we'll know.
You're going to do what?
Can I throw up a wall of force in a dome around the skull? Like as they're touching
Okay,
down?
sure.
As they reach for the objects.
Yeah. Oh wait, that would get rid of... No, it's concentration. That would get rid of my wings. Never mind.
Mm.
It was a good idea.
Okay. Are you also touching something, Mitnir, or no?
I'm just gonna grab like a single coin, like just.
Okay. So,
One copper coin.
in this moment, something looks at you, and all of your magic items are ineffective. You are sitting in a anti-magic field.
Fun.
Oops, let's do this eye. Going this direction. Anyone else who might be in this field of view? Actually, we're going to swap that. You are in anti-magic because you are picking up the less valuable thing.
Mm.
The other one is going to need to make me a dexterity saving throw.
That me?
Mhm.
Yep.
31.
It's a success. They're going to take half damage.
Well, I have evasion, so I've taken nothing.
So you take no damage. So you burst out of the way and like hide behind the chest, get down below it as you see a lot of the bones around you just disintegrate.
Called it.
Nice. I'm matrixed out of it.
So you dip into the ground, and as it does, you see a single flare start flashing along the bones of the throne. One flare lights up, and then you hear, "You are bad birds. Goodbye, bad birds." Need you all to roll initiative.
Boom.
I think that was the best I ever rolled on initiative.
Oh, what? This is, ugh. I'll trade.
If we could, I would. What a cute cat.
Did you see my earrings?
I did. Did you make them?
I did. And this one's
They're
Gideon.
so cute. Oh, they want to be. Oh, that's good.
Now, before this rocks off, should we take our little break?
Oh shit, yeah. I forgot about that. So as this thing begins to look around at all of you, let's go ahead and take our break. So we'll be back in 5, guys. Sorry about that. And we are back. So with that, as you guys rotate the old noggins, can I get those initiative rolls, please?
24.
I think
Brooke, you
Bropsy's the
first.
highest with 24.
Whoa.
Okay.
I've never been first. What's happening?
You'll have to roll Destrin still.
Oh yeah, Destrin.
Orin has a 21.
Destrin might be before us, though.
Destrin rolled a 22.
Oh, God.
All right.
I feel all this pressure.
All right.
Bropsy just sits there.
Destrin is second, then.
In Bropsy's disbelief of being ready to go in for combat before everyone else.
I mean, we're just planning on playing keep away, right? We're not actually, like, gonna attack
All right.
him?
Who's after that? Is it Warren?
Yeah, I got 21.
And then
Okay,
Seti with
next.
18.
And
I guess
then,
that makes Mitnir last with 10.
honestly, not a bad lineup of rolls this time.
Could be
All
worse.
right. So, Bropsy, what are you going to do? You just saw one of the eyes twist to the right and take a circular chunk out of the pile of bones. Wherever you are also is where Destrin is, unless I'm mistaken.
I can't drag her. I tried. This ray, was it side to side or was it a full cone that like went up as well?
It's a full cone.
Okay. That's fun. What if I hover over his head?
Do whatever you like.
I'm gonna stay here for now. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you're standing in front of him, or you're flying in front of him, but also the eyes are going out to the sides.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, I'm not doing anything.
Okay, so just make sure you know what height you're flying at.
Mm-hmm. Relatively low. Oh, you can't prepare a dash, huh? Either.
Okay.
All right.
So is there anything you want to do on your turn?
I mean, I don't think freedom of movement's gonna help. So like, I don't really. I could give someone inspiration, or I could save that point for protection. Although I don't know if he's not gonna hit. If he's just gonna do raise, I don't know if AC will actually like help. Is that how that works?
You also have to be within a certain range for those.
Yeah. You guys want?
I mean, up to you. You can like haste somebody, or
Oh, haste! Oh my god, I have haste. That's big brain. Yep.
it's a bonus action.
Who would you like to haste?
Well, Oren's pretty good at that, so we'll start with Mitnair.
So do you have to be within a certain distance to do that?
Let's see.
Yeah, 30 feet.
Yes. Okay, I will do a flyby. Roller. Can get to him, but can I get past? No. Okay. Actually, no, I can get 30, get close to him, and then fly back. Okay, we got this. Math. Yep. I go there, I cast haste, and I fly back to where I was.
Cool. You need to show me exactly where you fly to.
I think, where was it? Like here? Because it was right about halfway.
To be
Right in
within
that
30
vicinity.
feet, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is this magic?
It's a breath point.
Oh, I forgot about that. Can you see this, Ray?
No.
Oh.
So, I mean, technically, we have no idea what's happened to me yet. All we
Nope.
know is that the other one did a
Yeah.
disintegration. So,
Okay, well, we try it.
So you go and you do a breath point, and the air that would normally wrap around him just kind of disappears about 10 feet in front of you.
Well, that's at least good to know.
All right. And with that, no bonus actions?
The breath is a bonus action.
Oh, no actions?
I don't want to attack him, so there's not really anything I can do, I don't think.
Okay. You mean you can use your action to dash and fly somewhere super far away, or do whatever you want?
Sure. Yeet off the plane.
All right. You're pretty fucking far away now. Dashin says, drop me off before you go. I'm useless up here.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just going to like drop right there. And it is now her turn. Her movement speed is kind of shite. So she gets to here. She, like, you can see she's doing the math about where that happened with her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to bonus action dash. Our magic items go off. I will say her familiars do not unanimate. That would be silly. But that's as far as she gets.
Yeah, because usually the anti-magic isn't a counter spell, it just nullifies the effect while you're in it.
Yeah, so I think the hands are still holding on to her just fine. Just locked in place. All right. that is going to be her turn. I guess there's not a whole lot of actions she can do. Yep, well, she's in an anti-magic field. So that's going to put us at Orin.
Okay. Do we hit it? Or do we just stay out of the way of things?
Stay alive, even if that means defending yourself.
Oh, I'm gonna go try and hit it.
I feel like reasoning with the master is going to be easier if we can say, see, we didn't even touch him. We were just waiting for you to get here.
Do you want to do that? Okay.
Won't do us any good
Well,
if we're
he
dead.
might be a bloodthirsty evil guy, so we don't know.
I'm gonna drop the sapphire. And then let's see where people are so I don't get anyone else in like a line of the beam or something silly. Gonna zip up over here.
So you quickly fly out of it.
Yeah, just using my normal movement.
All right.
I don't know if it's gonna matter or not, but for my action, I will do the was it dodge? Yeah, dodge.
Okie doke. As a legendary action, we're going to rotate. You are now in the anti-magic field. So none of your magic items work.
Mm-hmm.
And then they are in an inactive. It's actually a 150-foot cone, so it goes a ways.
So I'm not even safe this far out.
Oh.
No, 150 feet will do this entire map.
But it's not active right now. That was its one legendary action. It rotated. Then that's going to put us at Seti's turn.
Seti doesn't love this. I want to. So I was hovering kind of like maybe 20 feet above its head. I want to go up, and I cast a quick eye around the water to see if there's anything coming or any movement happening out there.
You begin looking around the water, looking around, make me a perception check.
Uh, 33?
33. In the immediate vicinity, you see nothing. Nothing appears active.
Nothing's happening yet. Okay, well. Shit.
Well, a thing lit up on the throne.
Yeah. Just want to make sure we're not getting any surprises. On top of the other surprises. Well, I'm going to... What do I want to do? Do I want to... do magic? Sorry, I had plans, but those plans involved fighting this thing, but I don't want to be the first one to throw a punch. I'm going to... hold Eldritch Blast on the face if no, I'm going to hold Eldritch Blast on the throne if something appears there and becomes aggressive.
Okay. That's Seti's turn then. Mitnir.
We'll start by doing rage, so that I have that up.
Sure.
I got a cat in my lap now. And then I guess I will spend my action just tossing the coin I picked up onto the throne.
Okay, you toss a coin onto the throne.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it for now.
Okay. Turn over. New light appears on the throne. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Mitnir. And Destrin.
26.
That is a success. Just barely, but it's a success. It's a success. Success. All right. Oh, that's pretty low. So that's 34 points of necrotic damage reduced to 17. For some reason, I can't affect the health of my own character. I can't put anything. Why can't I interact with this? What the fuck?
Did you get logged out?
No, I'm logged in.
Because Semner must have claimed it, so it's his now.
Son of a
Wow.
bitch, he did claim it.
Whoops.
Well, that's a big pain in the butt. I guess I will write down her HP.
Yeah, he'll need to unassign it so that you can take it back.
Yeah. All right. So that's that. As you take that amount of damage that you took, then the other one is still doing its thing to you, Orin. So that's it. That's its turn. Bropsy, what would you like to do?
Not be here. Too far away to do anything now.
Yeah, but you fly really fast, so you can get right back close enough as soon as you want to. You can also haste yourself so you move even faster.
Huh. Sure.
And you still have an action after hasting yourself.
Oh gosh. Just feels like pressure.
The game.
I mean, Destrin
I
just
know.
took 34 points of damage.
Yes. I'll do that. I'll heal her with a...
Yeah, like a moderate heal. So just move yourself somewhere within your range of whatever it is you're doing, and
Eh. Perfect. Said my cure wounds is touch, isn't it? So let's look at. I haven't used my new water thingy yet. Where did that go? Water thingy. Okay. So, yep. I will cast Healing Wave.
all right. And that's everybody within how far?
It's 2 purity points per target.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So unless Mitnir also needs healing, which to my knowledge he does not.
Not particularly.
Well, let's see how much that
It
do.
did take some damage, but
I
21
mean,
points.
but if
How
you can
much?
use that later.
21.
yeah,
21 points of healing.
save points for now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oop.
Second turn.
Yeah,
You're going to use any remaining flight to
probably.
move back. Okay, we'll do that. And then
Gosh, I'm just.
since I didn't bother to do this last time, I'm going to use legendary action to activate again. Make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a failure at 15.
Oof.
Does he still have? Does anti-magic get rid of inspiration?
Hmm.
Because I
Nope.
said I was inspiring the people that landed.
All right,
Nope,
so what?
that's
And I
How
marked it
much?
off.
D12?
D12.
Yeah.
It doesn't get rid of stuff; it just nullifies it while you're in the effect.
So that 15 becomes a 26.
Well, 26 will succeed. Just barely. That is 14, 20, 24. So that's 46 reduced to 23. Destrin takes 46 points of damage. Because even though she's got all this other shit going on, for some reason she doesn't have any necrotic resistance.
So is this disintegration? Like, is this just a necrotic ray type thing?
This is a necrotic ray. It's it's the innervating ray.
Disintegrate would be a dex save. Sounds
Gotcha.
con.
Yeah. It's just that's the one I got this time. Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna put us at. Destrin's turn.
Yep.
Yep. So Destrin's like, thanks for the heal, but I'm gonna really need you to keep me alive there, bird. And then she's going to get to the chest and check it for traps. That is a fuckload. 30 something, 36. So she says, I see it. I'll make it quick as I can. And then she hops off and keeps running but she's going to leave behind her hand, which I will find eventually. So bonus action. Oh no, she can't go too far. She'll just go here. She's gonna hide behind this pillar. She's just gonna hide behind the pillar. She's not gonna take the hide action. She's just going to stand behind the pillar and hope it helps. All right, that's that. I will find a hand while the next person goes, which is going to be Orin.
It's me. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna fly. Let's see. Down towards this pile of loot. And I'll go next to this red gem and pick that up.
All right.
Ooh, look what I found.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Fair enough. Oh, I found a hand. There we go. Working
So
hard.
tiny.
Okay. All right. Was that your turn?
Yep.
Legendary action. Which I can't do. I hate the fucking pop-up buttons. They make it so hard to grab the rotator. But it's gonna rotate. It's just gonna rotate like this. It's the furthest it can do its angles. So it's seeing you with this eye. Well, maybe it'll rotate the other way. No, it's got you with this one. And then this one. Fortunately, that's not going to do anything to you right now, but it's looking at you. All right. Seti.
Oh, it's
I think it's doing nothing. I'm just gonna do what I did last time. I guess.
Are you
For
gonna?
lack of anything more useful.
I mean, I guess you're above it at this angle. You shouldn't be hit by anything.
I'm 60 feet above the surface of the water.
So you're like 20 feet above the skull. Because it's about 40 feet off the ground.
Okay, well then never mind. I was 20 feet above its head when we started. I thought it was like at water level.
No, there's a massive
it's huge
chalice
Yeah.
coming out of the ground that's taller than anything else on the island.
Yeah, gotcha. So I'm 60 feet above the top of its head.
Oh, okay. So you're up way above it. Gotcha.
And I'm just watching the throne, kind of waiting for something to happen.
Fair enough. End of your turn. It's last legendary action.
Can I ask though, real quick, with the throne? Okay, so these runes are appearing on the throne. There's 2 now. Is there like some kind of pattern to the runes where like maybe like it's going in a circle around, or like can I tell with my arcane knowledge, like is this like a countdown? Is there like what kind of time are we looking at here, or is it giving me anything about what it's doing?
It seems to have glowed one on the left, one on the right. That's all you know.
Okay.
But you can make an Arcana check, yeah.
Yeah. I actually get advantage, but that's a 20.
Dirty 20.
Mhm.
You suspect that 3 might be all it needs.
Okay.
All right.
I'm actually
So,
okay.
with
So
that,
my ready action was
okay.
Eldritch Blast if it does anything aggressive. But I think more realistically, I'm readying like as soon as something pops up there, I want to enter like persuasion mode, bargaining mode.
Sure.
I
Okay.
guess.
It's going to do swap eyes. And it's losing the anti-magic field, and it's going to try turning on something else. Oops, I rolled the wrong kind of die.
Holding her action to chat.
Feels so dumb.
It is dumb.
I don't know
It is
what
what you're
else to
doing.
do if we're not blasting this statue.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
You can probably still
Meanwhile-
I blast things. And I chat.
Meanwhile, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Orin.
Me? Okay.
Yep.
This is a magic thing, I assume. Yes.
Yep.
28.
Son of a bitch, it was successful.
Nice.
You feel something wash over you. And it's still over you, so if you're still in it at the end of your next turn, you have to do it again, but that one's a consistent effect. So anything within it has this effect apply at the end of its turn or when it enters for the first time. All right. That's it. It's now Mitnir's turn.
I'm gonna just walk around the back of the throne. Like, can I get up right like behind the back of this throne?
Sure, yeah, you run right on behind that sucker.
And I'm gonna do the hide action.
Sure. You are still under the effects of the anti-magic field that is washing over that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was on me before.
Sorry, it's not anti-magic field, it's the other thing. Because he swapped that eye. So anti-magic field's not going right now, but he's got the other thing on you, the innervating ray.
Yeah, that's what was up there.
So then I do what, a stealth roll?
Yep, you roll stealth.
That's a natural 20 for a 23.
Okay, well, you've rolled a 23. Natural 20 part doesn't really do much of anything, but you feel as well hidden as you're ever going to be.
Right.
All right.
That's my
top
turn.
of the route.
Yep.
Oh boy. Top of the round. Where you are standing is where the last one goes. Another one appears.
She's like, what?
Right between your feet, there's a little thing lights up. Like, oh god, found me.
And in that moment, they pulse and then burst. And in that moment, coming out of a triangle of this sort of red mist,
It's probably nothing again. Why are we worrying? Because I have things here of importance, you dolt. What is it, Watcher? What do we...
looks around, sees one head, spots the giant flying owl, another spots Seti flying up above, the rays going about, and then,
Oh, This is gonna be fun.
Chat activated?
Chat activated.
I'm just like, hey, you're big and scary, and this island is super scary and evil looking, but that doesn't mean we have to fight each other because we just want one thing and we're willing to bargain for it if you're open to a conversation instead.
He looks up at you.
You're here to bargain for one of my things,
Says one of the heads.
Just one.
Just let's kill him. It'll be so much faster. Hold on. Watcher, hold a moment. If they give me something I actually want, maybe there could be a little bit of a bargain made. What do you think? I think you're a fucking idiot. And I think I'm gonna kill you one of these days. But not today, brother. So, what's your offer and what do you fucking want?
Well, there's a specific sword or like bladed weapon that probably might be sentient a little bit and belong to the Raven Queen at some point.
Ooh, there, you soul drinker. They can't fucking have it. I like that toy. It likes killing almost as much as I do, Amiel. Shut up, Aradia. You're making us look unhinged.
And you see he pulls a claw up to his own other throat.
He goes, do you want me to fucking kill you in front of guests? Because I'll fucking do it. I'll make you look like the dumbest bitch in the multiverse. Said, well, hold on now. That's one of our best bits on the aisle. Ever since it got put here, we didn't think anybody would show up other than the damn harpies that Watcher pops every now and again. But 3 whole nights we had to come. What do you offer? You have one chance, and it's better be good, or you're fucked. Straight and truly fucked.
Well, one chance, you say. That? Hoping to get to know you a little bit, see what you liked, make my best offer based on your preferences.
Do you know who this is?
Me, personally, no.
Okay, go ahead and make me a history check.
That's a 22.
This is the Demogorgon.
Oh, this is the Demogorgon.
This is the Demogorgon.
Oh, shit. I have something that you might appreciate even more than a trinket, actually. Because you've come up in conversation recently.
What, little old us?
How would you feel about
tell.
a piece of information that could save your life?
Piece of information. We're killing her, right? Oh, you said the word.
And you see as they begin to stand up, claws out, they
Hold
listen.
up.
Make a persuasion check. If it's not a 30, they're already attacking.
Secret.
I'm just like, we know somebody who's conspiring against you. Somebody you trust. Oh, it's a 28.
They said, we'll pull it out of you as your last dying word.
And they join the initiative.
Damn.
Well, we tried.
I actually had a plan for my next action, and it was to give you inspiration.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's the reason why I made it a 30 is because you said information, and both heads are like, fuck information.
They don't want to know about a traitor in their midst. Got it. Okay. They'd rather have piles of gold.
They like tangible things.
This is the Demogorgon. They don't feel threatened by anything, so didn't even occur to them. Okay, so yeah. Demogorgon is going to initiative count 20. Need to put that in there.
Well, I think we're
It's
fighting
their
now.
lair action.
Yep, we're fighting now. Sorry, y'all. That was too short.
I don't have any of my buffs, so I'm gonna be weak as shit.
Wait, who's doing what? What are you guys talking about?
Just that we're fighting now.
Oh yeah. All right. Da, 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 da.
All I really had to offer it was the dodecahedron of doom.
Yeah. So it's going to go ahead and who can it get to with its 50 feet?
Wait, didn't you
doing
say
a cone.
it's initiative is 20, so don't I go first?
No, it's not that. It's not. That's not its initiative.
Oh,
That's
okay.
its lair action initiative.
Gotcha.
There's not a whole lot around it, unfortunately. So it's going to pick the highest up one and do. Yeah. I need you to make a strength check, Seti.
Me?
As it's going to move forward, get to the right layer, and use telekinesis to try to rip you from the sky to the ground.
So when it
Ouch.
steps away, do I get an opportunity attack?
I would say yes, except for there is a massive throne between you and it. So you could make the attack, but with disadvantage, I would say.
So do I get an advantage because I'm hitting on a target that didn't know I was there? Or flat?
I think because you're literally attacking through a throne. I don't know, man.
He's like jumping up and bonking the head as it walks away.
I mean, I could say you positioned yourself in a way where it was possible. So yeah, go ahead and do flat roll.
Okay. I was just curious.
Since that's what you were preparing, was that?
Right. So just flat roll one thing. That, and I'm going to use the +5 on my stone to make it a 27.
Fortunately, that does not hit.
Whoa. I got
It
a
is
17 on
1
my
point
save
below his
for my
AC.
check.
17. Sorry, he actually has to roll his spell casting.
You didn't give me another inspiration, did you?
Not in that time. She didn't have time to give you
Yeah,
another
I know,
inspiration, unfortunately.
Oh, but when you,
Uh,
because you succeeded on your roll when you used it, I think I can bounce it to somebody else.
That's true. You can. You rolled a what?
17.
Okay, yeah. So you are controlled, and he can fling you.
Can you bounce it to yourself?
I would have had it when I was making my persuasion check if I did that, but
Okay, yeah.
Really?
So actually, with telekinesis, he can only do 30 feet at a time, according to this. So he's just going to move you 30 feet lower
okay.
and at an angle, and then he says down this way. So just lower yourself 30
Yep.
feet, and then he says, "Watcher." And it is the skull's turn. So you are restrained in the air. And the skull's going to turn towards you. It's going to do like this. And it's going to activate one eye towards Bropsy. Bropsy, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
27.
Son of a bitch, by 1, you are fine.
That's my best. Oh no, that's actually not my best, but I'm good at those.
Actually, the DC is 26. He rolled a 27. So technically you could have rolled 1 lower and still been fine. Meets it, beats it. On the other hand, the other one is still this thing, which doesn't do as much to you. It's smart. You have black all over you. You are radiating necrotic.
Mitnir, were you within 60 feet of me when you used my bardic inspiration?
Let's. Because you were like what, right about.
No, you were more than 60 feet off the ground, babe.
Not when he
Yeah.
made that. Was
Well,
that before
yes,
I
you
flew
were.
up?
That was before.
Or after I flew up?
You've been up. According to you, you
were-
were 60 feet above the skull. You were way out of range.
Yeah,
But that
you've
was
been
the
out of
second
range.
round. Oh, but you go after me, so you would have. I would have gone up first, and then you. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
never mind. It fizzles out.
Okay. I didn't have. Well, it could have bounced to
Destrin.
Destrin.
He was too far away for me to bounce it to someone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that sucks. It's the downside of being in a safe space. All right, so he's gonna. We're gonna.
Warren and
Ye-
Propsy should still have one though.
Yeah, so we're just gonna swap to disintegrate. Make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage because you're restrained.
But I get advantage because of foresight, so it's just a flat roll. 23.
It's a failure.
Is this necrotic damage?
No, it's disintegrate.
Oh, he did.
Oh,
He swapped it out. Got it.
That's 52 points of force damage.
I am resistant to force.
Well, he didn't know that, but he
26.
looked at you and thought you would be resistant to necrotic, so.
Both things can be true. All right. Could have been worse.
It could have been worse. But the other thing that the Demogorgon is going to do is he's going to use one of his eyes. First of all, we're going to see if he sees Destrin. Destrin wasn't necessarily hiding, but is there such thing as passive stealth? No, there's not.
Inherent stealth.
I mean, she's just like out of the way. Now he would be able to see her because she wasn't, quote unquote, she didn't get to take a hide action because she used it to dash.
She could still have cover. I don't know if that applies to whatever eye he's using.
Nah, it's not gonna matter.
But I'm just a small bean.
He's gonna go ahead and do. Let's see if he can do that. I don't know if she's immune to charm, but he's gonna try for sure. So she's gotta make DC 23 Wisdom saving throw. Come on, Destrin, what's your Wisdom save? That's easy. And you still failed. Destrin is charmed.
Uh-oh.
Everybody be charming Destrin.
So the start of the Demogorgon's X turn and how the charge character uses his action, reaction, and movement. Oh boy. All right. Oh, and 23 was the lowered version. It's higher actually. So she would have really failed. All right. So that's its actual turn. That's both their turns. Let's move on to Propsy.
No, I have to redo my whole plan.
Now, this is an eye thing you can see. You can see that you're in some sort of Like you can see the eye kind of staring at you. You're within its realm of influence. If you end your turn within that realm of influence, you will have to make the check
Yes.
again.
Wait. Okay. Plans. Cogs turning. Destron is way far from me, though. Well, I can get there. Okay. Can I... Even with haste, you can only do one casting per round, right?
You can cast a cantrip as well.
Oh, okay. But I'm wondering, like, do breath things count as castings?
I would say that as long as it's not like an action that would require like it depends on the spell. I would say it depends on the breath thing that you use.
Okay. Well, I feel like the first best thing would probably be to fly over to Destron and do the wave of purification and get rid of charm.
I would say that you would not be aware she's charmed yet.
Okay. That's fair. Then
I'd say if you want to, you could see that he looked her way, and maybe you can make an insight check to find out.
Okay.
I'll set it at DC 25 because
that ain't happening. Got a 14.
Because she's 110 feet away and behind a pillar, so.
Okay. Well, two of you don't have haste. Which one of you wants haste?
I mean,
Everybody?
I won't say no to haste. Yeah, everyone won't say no to haste.
Flies over, haste Destrin because she doesn't want to be meta. Destrin. No, rogues aren't really that scary with multiple attacks.
I mean, it's the first one that counts.
Yeah.
Okay, one of you two has to speak up, or I'm flipping a coin.
Flip a coin. Like, no one's gonna say no to haste.
Didn't I already give you haste, Minnie?
You tried, but I was in the.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he could use haste. It gives him significantly more movement speed.
Yeah, you're slow and you hit good, so I'm gonna give you haste.
I just got called slow.
You're physically not as speedy.
And mentally.
Just say thank you, ma'am.
And spiritually.
Okay, so that has to be.
Wait, I don't get it.
God, the amount of tabs of like bouncing back and forth through is breaking my brain. Okay, I can go. That's 85. So here, cast haste, and then yeet my way back out the way somewhere. Or I can go. No, Destron is still in a cone. I don't want to fuck with a cone. So, well, I'm in a cone. How about a? I don't know. There.
I mean, that's the skull that has the cone on you, so if you're still in front of its face, it can just move it to you again, right?
Oh, right, because it's a legendary action to move.
Do you want to go
I
maybe
don't particularly want to be by that guy, but I guess I don't really have any choices.
go north?
Wait, can the Demogorgon fly? Or is he groundbound?
I mean, he appears to be landlocked.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure he can swim real good and jump real high, but.
That's fun. Well, I guess I have all of these wild shape HP that I can just meat shield for.
If needed, yeah.
I literally can't do anything else. I cannot attack because my only thing is talons, which are never going to meet the AC. Like, literally, physically cannot. and I can only do one spell at a time, and cantrips are pretty much useless.
You can try.
Go for the eyes.
Cantrips do get stronger as you level up. Some of them might not suck anymore.
Do they? Okay,
Yep.
let's look, because I like never use cantrips. What do I have? I have
You have frostbite and poison spray.
frostbite.
Although poison spray is only 10-foot range, so maybe frostbite.
Okay. I mean, it's still not that good, but I'll do it because I don't know what else to do. It's a whopping
But you
14
gave
cold damage. And Mitnir haste.
It's a con
Yeah.
save.
Con save, thank you.
Ah.
Oh yeah, well that's not going to do shit then.
Yep.
If it's a con save, yeah.
That's why I feel like my best plan is to just be here and be a meat shield while I can.
Yeah,
have you-
it's got a really high con save, so.
Both your cantrips are con saves.
The good thing though is maybe it rolls bad one time and it's not costing you anything extra to use it.
It's true.
Yeah, it's something.
All right.
Cool.
I'm gonna be just a little farther. Okay, another.
All right. In that case, your turn's over, Prepsy?
Yep.
It's Destrin's turn. Destrin's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's going to get right up behind you, Mitnir. If you watch as Destrin gets right up behind you. Well, actually, you probably don't even notice it because she's just that stealthy.
Yeah, I imagine all this is like he heard the thing move, tried to swing around it. It's like, what? I didn't hit anything.
Yeah, you stick your sword through that thing and you try to pull it out, and in that moment, with advantage, I mean that's still probably gonna hit, but at least you didn't get crit by her, which is like death. I mean, not for you, but for any normal creature. That is a 30 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right, so then that's going to be. I'll break it down into each of its individual parts for you. That is 11 points of piercing damage from the actual blade. $24 points of piercing from the sneak attack. So put that all together. That's 35 points reduced to 17. And then you take 3 points of necrotic damage. And you take 12 points of thunder damage. Oh, and yeah, she used her bonus action to get there, so we're good.
Honestly,
So you're sitting there trying to pull your sword out, and then suddenly a blade just sinks into your back.
Wrong target.
You look at her and you can see her eyes are just completely glazed over. You can see them behind the hands and just her eyes looking really weird. And then you watch as she, let me see, I think it's just till the end of their turn. Oh, until the start of the Demogorgon's next turn. So she's still charmed until the end of it, until his next turn. All right. That's that. Sorry, my bad. Orin.
Oh. Well, let's see. I will have to do a bonus action dash to get up into the Demogorgon's face.
Getting all up in there.
So I'll do that. Use a key point for that. And then I'll do my 2 attacks on the Demogorgon.
All right, make your attacks.
That's a 27
Misses.
and a 27.
They both miss.
Perfect.
So you get up in his face and you swing at him, and as you do swing, both of them are caught by its tentacles. It goes, "Look how weak this one is, Amael. So very weak." And then you pull your hands back, and you're like, "Oh, fuck."
Well, that's all I got. Oh,
All
I guess
right.
I could move. 1 second. Just double checking that I have mobile. Yes, I do.
Yep. Get out of there without getting fucked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still got 60 movement speed. So I'll just whip on over here. I'm done.
Okay. That's going to be Blair turn. New Demogorgon on the other side.
Oh, well.
All right, and you watch as another one appears, and it is waiting as Seti is lowered down.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Realistically, I feel like I should have helped you because I kind of forgot you were.
Restrained?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
All right. That's that. Seti.
Is there a save for my restraining, or can I try to break out of it somehow? It's telekinetic, so I don't know what that looks like.
On subsequent rounds, you can use your action. We repeat it, the contest on different rounds. So you are telekinetically restrained
Until, like, his turn? When I can
till his
contest it
turn, where
again?
he can then choose to keep it going or not keep it going.
But that's when I would make my save.
Yes. Currently, you are still restrained. Doesn't mean you
Okay.
can't attack, though.
Well, bonus action, Crown of Stars is going to go off because that baby's been ready to go. So I guess there's 2 fucking Demogorgons now.
Yep.
With my true sight, they both look identical?
With your true sight, that's a good question. It's like they both look both real and not real. As in, either one could be the real one or the fake one at any given moment.
Yeah, like he's kind of in between phasing right now.
Yep.
Well, we will Crown of Stars the one beneath me.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 41 to hit with a nat 20.
Damn.
That's gonna hit.
That is 48 radiant damage.
Okay. It disappears.
Ow, you rolled low on that damage die.
You know, like, a lot of ones and twos.
Oh my god. 12, 12, 3, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8.
There's that many damage die for one crown of stars?
When
On
I
a
crit,
crit,
yeah. That was
Oh, yeah.
8d12.
Damn, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch as that one.
I guess I did get exactly the average of the roll, though.
Yeah, not bad. Got a couple 12s in there.
Those are the
pretty
2 12s.
Okay, so that hits. That one disappears.
Yep.
I stopped the phasing.
Yep.
I still
Now
have
you know
an
the
action.
other one's real. Yep.
So I guess for my action, I'm going to Eldritch Blast the other one.
Sure.
Well, being restrained, do I have disadvantage on attacks? Is that how restrained works, or is that
Nope.
grappled?
That would be
Restrained,
melee
there's
attacks.
advantage on attacks against you, and you have disadvantage on...
I think you would have disadvantage on melee attacks, but I don't know about magical attacks.
I'm going to go
You
read
have
it again.
it's creatures against you have advantage.
Your speed is 0 and can't increase. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage.
So they're flat
So
rolls
yes, you're correct.
because Foresight gives me advantage.
Okay, sorry,
So
my
let's try
bad.
that
My
again.
bad. I was wrong. I'm glad you asked.
35 to hit,
Hits, yeah.
31 to hit,
Hits.
27,
Misses.
32.
Hits.
Okay, so we got 3 hits.
That's where I'm lacking in the +2 hit. The most I can ever get is 15, which is what it's at.
That's 31
God,
force
that's so
damage.
low.
31 total force damage.
And we're going to add 13 radiant.
If I had +21 to hit, I would hit a lot more often.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just a quick check on you guys. It is just past 6 o'clock.
Oh, my bad.
Yes.
I'm still
So
good. I'm
you
not
can
trying to.
take your last turn.
Do we
And
want
we'll
to
start
finish the
back
round
with-
of combat?
Yeah, well, that is the round.
Doesn't Minir go after
For
me?
me. Yes, I'm last. I rolled the lowest.
Mitnir's the last one in the order. He's
Okay.
right after you. You're second to last in the order, babe.
Yes. Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
I guess I will. How much more speed does haste give me? Like
Doubles.
double?
Double.
Okay. Alright, so I can easily get right up behind him. I don't know.
Cool.
if
Attack of
Destrin-
opportunity from
Yeah.
Destrin. And you're going to take 4d8 damage from Booming Blade.
Oh, right, because I moved.
Because you moved. Where's my d8 stuff? It's not horrible. 15 points of thunder damage.
It's probably a really good thing she went after me and not you guys.
Because she did a lot of damage. A lot of
You're
quick.
the only one in
I'm
range.
resistant to thunder and the pierce, and like a lot of the damage she didn't do full damage.
Yeah. Oh. Hold up.
You're one of the few people she could hit right now.
That too.
I don't think she can fly anymore.
Actually, she does overwhelm your resistances. You take full piercing damage from her.
Okay, so that was like 3 extra points of damage.
Huh?
The pierce was only like 6 points of damage from the blade.
No, it was The sneak attack damage was also piercing.
So it's 17.
So I forgot she ignores resistances when it's from her piercing, slashing, whatever from her attacks.
Gotcha.
I just forgot about it.
All right. So now that I'm here, I'm gonna start with breath attack as the hasted bonus action.
Okay.
Put that. Double damage dice. Yeah. So I'm just gonna shoot that like straight through both him and the skull.
Cool. Skull will automatically fail.
Okay. So the Dex D. I don't remember if our Dex DC went up on that. I don't have a note for it, so still Dex DC 22, I believe.
Yeah.
And then it's double it. I'm at 5d6.
It's what? 22?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. He failed. He rolled a 21. So he just failed.
That could be a lot better. But that's 26 lightning damage to those guys.
All right. It strikes through the Demogorgon and hits the skull, and it just eats into the skull. And it seems very unaffected to the skull, and the Demogorgon seems tickled.
I mean, kind of figured, but you know. And then I will do a straight normal attack to it because I don't think I can afford to have the -5.
Like you were rubbing your feet in the carpet and you gave him a static shock.
It's a 29. That doesn't hit.
29 hits.
Oh, I'm shocked. Okay.
Pretty sure it's 28 and up.
So that'd be 13 slashing.
Plus rage?
Yes. So 17 slashing.
Okay.
And 16 radiant. All of which should ignore resistances unless I'm in the anti-magic thing still. I don't know exactly where that is.
You are not.
Okay. And then we'll do it again.
Anti-magic is not up at the moment.
That's a 21. That it misses.
Yeah, that misses. That was a low roll.
Ooh.
Must have been single digit.
I'd also like to use my reaction from the first hit, and I'm still fine with missing, to try to knock him prone.
Sure. What do I roll?
It is a strength DC 22.
Not strength saving throw, or?
It just says strength DC 22 negates.
Yeah, it's strength save.
Gotcha. Oh, that's a success.
Okay. It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
And then I guess I will bonus action shock him, which is another Dex DC 22.
Okay. Success.
All right, so he takes 7 more points of lightning.
Okay.
Just be my own little thunderstorm.
So as you shock him, cut him, he says, "This one's trying to challenge us, Osmiel. He certainly is. Maybe we should kill him first. He's close by." Agreed. Sorry. Agreed. And with that, as they turn on you, we'll go ahead and end our session there in the middle of a fight with the Demogorgon and his friend, the Watcher. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. Just kidding, there's nobody there. But even still, we love you, and remember, we did it for the roll.
No.